Athol ASMR.
The word has gone out. The crown of the Tyrant King is missing, believed to be stolen by person or persons unknown. Knowing that you are implicit in the theft, you have stashed away the crown in a safe place for its return to the Ondarian monarchy. You will fulfill your mission and take the crown back to the capital city. There's only one problem. It seems in your haste you forgot to lock the chest, and now upon your return to your room, you discover to your horror that the crown is missing from your own possession. In a slight panic you begin to wander the streets, wondering where to look, when you suddenly feel a dagger in your back and a sinister voice speak.
Well, we meet again, my friend. Oh, of course, you don't remember me, do you? It's probably for the best. Whatever you do, don't turn around. My blade is lodged into your back, and I would hate to see it slip if you were to suddenly move. It would be a shame to abruptly end your life for no reason. Now then, my friend, the crown of the Tyrant King. Where is it? Don't play coy with me. I am incredibly agile, and when it comes to extracting information... What do you mean you've lost it? I don't believe you. You cannot simply lose an artifact as precious as the crown itself. I see. How ironic. It's been stolen from the very thief that took it. Clearly you are not cut out for a life of crime. Yes, I know you are a diplomat, but you've been drawn into the Duchess Isabeau's little scheme, and therefore you are an accessory to the theft. How do I know about her plot to take the crown? Who do you think tipped her off about it? I had planned to find you and take it for myself. However, it seems that this plan will no longer be possible. I am disappointed, I admit. I expected a lot more from you in this regard. No matter. I am certain the crown shall resurface along the way, though I do recommend you find it sooner rather than later. It would appear that there are forces at work that you cannot begin to fathom as to who wants the crown. And know this, they will do anything and everything to get it for themselves. By losing the crown, you have placed yourself in grave danger. I do hope you know how to fend or fight for yourself. Perhaps then you will know what it is truly like to fight for your life on the streets of Gebelra. I shall leave you for now. Perchance you will find the crown as you wander in and out of the shops, as you go through with your search.
You wander through the streets, with the words of Rafik ringing in your ears. You know if you don't find the crown, grave consequences shall befall upon you. In that you find yourself wandering down an alleyway full of shops selling incense and other exotic trinkets and items. You decide that perhaps the first shop can help you in your search. It belongs to a mystic, and he is more than happy to see you.
Ah, come in, my friend. Please, make yourself comfortable. I'm just about to make some tea. Would you like some? No? Very well, then. Now tell me, why have you come to see a mystic? No, wait, let me guess. You wish to unravel the secrets of the universe? No? You are clouded, my friend. Let me take a closer look at you. Ah, well now. I see that you've been in the presence of a most dangerous artifact, haven't you? The crown of the Tyrant King, no doubt. I see it. You've dabbled in a power that no mere mortal should be allowed to dabble in. No matter. I make no judgments. That is for the universe itself to observe. Therefore, I may not be able to help you alleviate the curse that rests upon your shoulders. Wait. You do know that you've been cursed, do you not? They failed to inform you of that little development. How amusing. How very amusing. Well, I shall not spoil the pleasures that you've yet to encounter. I shall, however, consult the spirits to see if your search for the crown will be a successful one. You must, of course, keep an open mind. It is possible that the crown does not want to be found. Let us see what we shall see. The spirits speak of naught. They refuse to open the channel for me to see the true merit of your efforts. However, I am wholly unsurprised by this. They despise the Tyrant King with a fiery passion. When he became of the spirit world, they locked him away in his own pocket of reality. They fear the day that he will return, and with the crown being found, well now, that fear may become a reality. You have triggered a string of events that may end in bloodshed yet again. I hope that you have pride in your participation. Of course, the Duchess Isabeau and the other factions who yearn for the crown are not aware of the true nature of its deadly power. But you, well, you've tasted it by touch, if ever briefly. I imagine that in your mind's eye, you are beginning to see a terrible face and hear a horrific voice. I thought as much. He is latching onto your mind. However, believe it or not, this very well may be a good thing. Because of this, we may yet be able to contain him. However, we'll need the crown to be present, and if it has somehow managed to vanish from your possession, this could be far more difficult than we first imagined. Still, there are others who may be able to give you more guidance than even I can. The spirits can only tell you so much, but it is perhaps possible that your fortune can be better read elsewhere. Perhaps a reading can give you more insight. Unfortunately, I do not give readings.
You leave the mystic with a despondent mind. You have learned nothing, but perhaps you have learned more than you thought. The mentioning of a curse lies heavy on your mind. Is it true? Has the ghost of the tyrant king latched itself upon your soul? Still searching for answers, you decide to visit the temple to learn your destiny from the stars themselves.
Ah, you are indeed welcome, my friend. Welcome to the temple. I see you seek guidance from the universal powers. Ah, you've been to the mystic. What did the spirits tell you? Not much, I imagine. Well, when they can't help you, I am in no doubt that the universe itself can. Now then, let us see what the stars themselves tell. Let's have a look at the charts to begin with. The stars give me a stark warning. I see a great darkness that looms over you. It is slowly consuming your soul. It is a power that the world has not seen for centuries. You have touched the crown. You have awakened the spirit of the tyrant king. Ah, here it is. A history of Ondar. Don't look so surprised, my friend. The charts tell us one thing, but history books can tell us so much more. These books tell us so much more than just history. They can denote destiny. Now then, chapter 12, page 106. Aha. A man in silver. He is fighting the tyrant king. It is perhaps the final battle between good and evil. The Tyrant King, the stars tell me that he bears your face, but you bear his voice. You are indeed in grave danger if you do not find the crown and return it to the right people. It seems that you have played with magic that you do not understand. You're indeed a poor lost soul. You're wandering throughout the land, searching for what you have lost. It seems you will be making many enemies along the way. Those who you have already spoken with and some new ones, all vying to gain possession of the crown. They expect you to be carrying it. However, you do not carry it, do you? It has been stolen from your own possession. An irony not yet realized by the many that seek it and its powers. Yet little do they realize that you now carry the power of the crown as your burden. It seems the Netherrealm is angry with you. Not only shall you be hunted by the living, but also by the dead. You've tampered with forces beyond your control. And you must pay the price for your foolishness. Remember, my friend, the darkness is now within you, and it shall be hunted and destroyed. Remember, my friend, that you are in grave danger, and to save yourself, you must find the crown. Only then can the Tyrant King be trapped back within it and contained for all eternity. The stars do not lie. I fear the crown has left the city now, however, on its way further into the desert realm. Perhaps if you can find help, you can begin your search. A word of advice: look for the troop that travels the desert, the entertainers who visit every town in the nation. They can aid you in both your escape from Globalra and your journey into the desert itself. Until perhaps we cross our paths again, I wish you well, my friend. I hope that fortune will forever smile upon you, even in these darkest of circumstances.
The temple priest's words hang heavy on your mind. You don't know what to make of them. It seems the spirit of the Tyrant King really has latched itself onto your soul, and he is ready to make a comeback for one final battle. Mind you, you still don't understand whether or not this is true. However, you know for certain you must find the crown. Unfortunately, you have been approached by the personal assistant of the governor, and he is carrying an invite for you to meet with the governor himself. Time is running out, and this meeting could change everything.
Ah, there you are. I've been looking for you. You're wanted. Why are you looking so panicked? The governor wants to see you personally. I believe he may have some bad news that he wants you to take back to the capital. You seem agitated, my friend. Perhaps before we meet with this governor, perhaps a little refreshment is in order. I can make sure you are well looked after once we get back to the palace. I honestly have never seen someone look so nervous about meeting the governor. He doesn't bite. He has been in control of this region for only a few years, but he has turned the fortunes of the desert realm completely around. We are slowly but surely becoming more and more prosperous by the day. We put it down to his ingenious political stance. It is said that he is a direct relation to the monarch ruling in Ondaria. Still, that is a rumour for another day. I am but a mere servant, his personal assistant, I should add. I shouldn't be idly chit-chatting with senior officials such as yourself. What's that? How long are you expected to visit him? How should I know? He will take as long as he needs to, I'm sure of it. You really are a nervous person, aren't you? Are you sure you have nothing to hide? Perhaps you have your own information that will be of great interest to the governor. Perhaps something to exchange for his own? All I know is that as his personal assistant, I hope you have something to tell him, because I'd rather not have him stomp about the palace in the foul mood that he suddenly developed. Pardon? What's that? What do you mean by that question? No, what sort of a person do you take me for? I don't spy on my lord and master. I am the bedrock of integrity. I am the cornerstone of truth and honesty. I am disappointed that you think that perhaps because I am his personal assistant with direct access to him that I have no integrity. I am not an idle gossip, if that's what you are implying. I'm insulted that you think that of me. Please, do not insult my intelligence. Now, let us get this conversation back onto an even keel. It seems we are somehow moving down the path to chaos that will lead to trouble. Anyway, you have your invite. The governor is expecting your arrival forthwith. It is ill-advised to keep him waiting. He is an incredibly busy man. Let us make haste to the palace so that we can make you more presentable. I doubt he wishes to be with someone who looks as if they've been dragged through a bush backwards.
The governor's personal assistant takes you to the palace and makes you more presentable. Whilst you are waiting, you are approached by a rather scholarly-looking figure. Though they are of learned nature, they appear to be rather absent-minded. You stand in belief that they are from the governor, but it seems this person is very much independent to his staff.
Now, where are they? Yes, you there. Have you seen them? Have you seen my magnifying goggles? I had them but a few moments ago, and... What's that? They're sitting on my head. Oh, well, so they are. Where would I be without my goggles? Well, perhaps I wouldn't be here. That's almost certain. So much sand. Endless sand as far as the eye can see. At least I'm lodged in the city and not out in all the great air. Never mind about all that. So, tell me, who are you? Oh, no, I don't actually have time to hear your story. I'm a very busy person. I'm transcribing the governor's collection of ancient scrolls. They were discovered many months back, when his archaeologists discovered the ancient city of... Oh no, where was it? Well, never mind. It was an ancient city anyway. That's all you need to know. Now, where were we? You're here to see the governor, no doubt. I hear he's not very happy. A priceless heirloom has been stolen, apparently, and he wants it back. Alicia, that's his wife, has done all she can to keep him calm. But I fear he may blow his top at any time. I only hope whatever it was that had been stolen is returned, because I don't know what we'll do with the governor in a foul mood. You seem nervous. Look, stop pulling at your collar like that. The governor isn't that bad. He's just irritated that whatever it was that was stolen was indeed stolen. Though no one ever thinks to tell me anything in this place. I'm always the last to know. Quite ironic for a scholar, don't you think? I come all the way from the capital city, like yourself, and I'm left out of the loop of almost everything in my time here. I'll be honest with you. The whole situation is beginning to get a little tiresome. I have a good mind to pack up my bags and return to the central region of the monarchy as soon as the sun sets. It's safer to travel at nightfall after all. So why are you here anyway? Wait, let me guess. You've come to see the crown of the Tyrant King, haven't you? So, tell me, what do you know about the crown? Oh, you seem nervous again at the very mention of the crown. I'm not surprised, and powerful object. Why, as a scholar, I can't begin to tell you how dangerous it would be if it were to fall into the wrong hands. Why, perhaps I should tell you about its history and that of the Tyrant King. Oh, know all about his history, do you? I see, you've met the historian. I wouldn't hold much sway with him if I were you. He wouldn't know scholarly duties if it hit him over the head with a battle mace. He's not a scholar, you see. He's a storyteller. He embellishes. When the story is told by one such as myself, we at least throw some flourish, pomp, and ceremony into it. He's nothing more than a glorified town crier. Think back to him and how bland his reading of the so-called history was. We scholars at least live for the excitement of the tale, but remaining true to the fact. I tell you what, when you've seen the governor, come and find me. Perhaps I can tell you the story of the Tyrant King properly, with full lantern slides to boot. You won't be disappointed with what I have to offer.
The scholar leaves, muttering to themselves with so much as a by your leave. The governor's PA moves out of the room you have been waiting outside and beckons you into the chamber. Before you stands the governor, dressed in his finest Ondarian regalia. He looks stern, but somewhat approachable. He beckons you in with a sly nod.
Ah, come in, come in. You are welcome, my friend. You have come all the way from the capital city, have you not? Well, I'm afraid your journey has been for naught. The object you have come to view has disappeared. Yes, the crown of the Tyrant King has been stolen. Indeed, you have every right to be nervous. I cannot imagine how their Majesty will react to the news that the crown has gone missing. Sending an envoy all this way, and for what? To view an empty chest? I understand that you recently met with Jordana to arrange a viewing. That will unfortunately not be possible now, I'm afraid. It might interest you to know, however, that the culprit is potentially a locksmith of great renown. We are holding them in the dungeons and are hoping they will tell us everything in due course. We have ways of making them talk after all. They always talk in the end. You seem anxious, my friend. Is there something you'd like to tell me? Perhaps another time, maybe. Now, to other business. How goes my cousin's governorship in Juridia? I trust the former elven kingdom is not causing them any bother. I must remember to send them a shipment of sand for their glass furnaces in the next planetary cycle. Juridian glass is such pretty artwork. I, for one, am a keen collector of it. To think it's practically all that remains of the elves in that region. It is such a shame that they disappeared like they did. I always had a fascination with Doridia and the elves, but their majesty decided my talents were more suited to the rougher, more dangerous realms of the East. I won't deny that I enjoy it out here, but I'd rather be in the West studying the ancient laws and texts. Ah, so you met my scholarly guest, did you now? Yes, they are translating ancient scrolls that I found in recent excavations. They are most intriguing. My guest is one of the few who can translate the long-thought extinct language. It was most surprising when they made their appearance claiming that they could, but I was mesmerized at how easily they seemed to take to reading the text. You would be most impressed by their skills, my friend. They travelled from a faraway land to see these scrolls, when word travelled beyond our own borders. I know that they have sent scholars from as far as wide as Esh. Please, don't interrupt me. Honestly, your insolence is becoming tiresome. Well, I think it's time to end our little meeting. We shall meet again, and perhaps I shall have more news for you once the locksmith tells all. I would remain in the city. It is a much safer place to be than out in the desert itself. You don't need to roam anyway. I look forward to meeting you again soon. I hope